up? This is Greg with Renewal Fast. Today I'm coming to you from my office, and I wanted to talk about what I'm up to right now. I'm on a detox fast. I'm actually on two fasts. I had mentioned, I think in my last video, that I'm doing a 90-day Parasite cleanse. That's parasite-free herbal parasite cleanse from Marcus Rothkrantz, and that's going pretty good. Had some good experiences from that. I haven't seen any crazy stuff coming out of me yet, but I have been feeling better. Definitely been feeling cleaner, and he recommends on that you do a 90-day, that you, while you're on the 90-day, that you do an 8-day master cleanser at least. And so the timing was right. You know, it's end of March. I decided I would do a master cleanse, and everything seemed to be going well. So I'm basically at 11 months with no coffee in my system, which is insane. I mean, I love coffee, I do, but it's so thick and sludgy and acidic, and that has been an amazing thing. And I'm about 10 months of, I'm not doing exactly daily juicing at this point in the middle of the winter, but I'm juicing regularly, so that means I'm getting, I don't know, on a bad week I'm still getting 3 to 5 32-ounce juices, a quart basically of juices into my system every week. And then I just crossed 7 months vegan last week, which is amazing. I could talk about that for an hour, about the benefits and how things are going. I've mentioned in my last video about clearing depression. That's been really terrific. But now I'm really focusing for this year on my leaning, getting more lean in my body. And anyway, I decided, now that I'm on this Parasite cleanse, to do the Master Cleanser. So now I'm actually on day 7 of the Master Cleanser. Excuse me. And so now I'm on day 7 of the Master Cleanser, and I've done this before. But the timing is good from a seasonal standpoint, and I'm really excited. I mean, I've never had this kind of foundation before. I've always worked for 5 or 6 weeks to get off of my regular diet, and then I get to the Master Cleanser part, the lemonade drink, and what do I end up doing is then I end up dealing with certain detox experiences that are really based more in getting off caffeine, getting off of coffee, getting off of cooked food, getting off of the heavy sludginess of meats and things like that. And now I've had the 7 months with vegan. I've had the 10 months or 11 months with no coffee, the juicing throughout that whole time. I mean, the baseline starting out on the Master Cleanse is just ridiculous. What I noticed more than anything is the other day when I went, I did a weigh-in for myself, and I was 207.5, 208. And that's great because I've been riding at 216 ever since I started with the vegan thing. I mean, when I started with vegan, I came down from 220, 222, and then I got down to 216, 214 to 216. It kind of floats there for me. And now I was at 208 6 days ago, and I'm at 200 today. And I am concentrating actually on lightening up the load a little bit with my weight. But more importantly, I wanted to talk about what's coming out of my system, because I get up in the morning and I blow my nose and it's just like yellow mucus. And I don't have a cold, I'm not sick, but it is the kind of yellow mucus you get when you're breaking up a cold. And I have been taking herbal laxative, which is called Swiss Chris. It's mostly senna and some other stuff, and I've been taking that in the evenings and in the mornings to soften up the lining of my large intestine. Now, with the lemonade drink, it's all this lemon and all this cayenne pepper that's kind of working on that lining and softening it up, and then the whether it's like Smooth Move tea or the Senna in the Swiss Chris. I just take some of those as pills next to some mint tea in the evening. And it gets my bowels kind of, peristaltic action happening. So I'm in this mode right now where just like it's coming out. It's kind of scary. I want to talk about it without talking about it because it's kind of gross, right? But basically, let me just say two things. For the past period of months, being non-vegan, my poops have been light and fluffy and basically just fiber. Whereas historically, it's a load. It's dark and heavy and sticky and full. I look at it and I'm like, oh, it looks like what I eat. It's coffee and hamburgers and and now it looks like what I eat, which is fruit and vegetables, and that's it, and breaks apart, is very light and stuff. And yet what's happening to me now, since there's no food going through my system and I'm just on the detox, is what is coming out of me is sinking right to the bottom. I mean, I check, it's kind of weird to go to the bathroom and then you check, you look down, oh, what's down there, looking for the worms. I haven't had any worms come out. But I look down and what do I see? I see this dark, oily, snotty kind of poop. It's nasty. But it falls to the bottom. So that there's sometimes like, a discoloration to the water, but what falls to the bottom just goes boom. And you can still see bits of it kind of thumping to the bottom. It's heavy. And all I can think is, oh man, this is the lining. What an old friend of mine calls the rope, because he's seen the old Bernard Jensen pictures. If you have never seen the bowel cleansing and tissue management or whatever it's called by Bernard Jensen, the pictures, some of those pictures, like, will blow your mind what comes out of people. The rubber tire sludgy thing. And I believe that's what I got in me with the way I've eaten and treated myself all these years. So I'm in this thing like, today is day 7. I'm missing food at times. Cooking food for the kids makes it a little hard. I'm missing food. But I'm also really satisfied that I'm in a good place with this. It's still kind of the end of winter. It hasn't even come April yet. Spring is right around the corner. I want to feel great for the rest of the year. And I'm thinking, wow, the power of each day that I pass right now is going to make a big difference in the overall quality of the rest of my year. Especially coming out of this, I'm going to focus on exercise. I'm thinking about going to a yoga studio and starting doing some yoga, and use that as a means of kind of working my lymphatic system, because I think that's my next move after this. You could probably see from my face, I continue to feel like I'm getting younger. I mean, I still got the flab up in here, right? But comparatively to a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, you could look at my other videos and see. And right now I'm a little thinned out because I'm in the middle of a fast, but this is where I want to be. I want to be just under 200. I don't want to be, I'm a big guy, I'm 6'4", but I don't want to be thick and bulky. I don't want to be. I want to be thin and light and sinewy. And I've noticed that, I've noticed things like, it's going to be hard to see it on here, but like just you can see a little bit of it on my arm there. Just, my muscles in my limbs, my legs, my arms, all up in here on my body, it's all getting more sinewy. And I'm loving it. But I got this gut. That right now you're not seeing because, frankly, it's not too big right now. I'm in my work clothes, excuse me. I told you I work construction, right? But let's see. Look. Now, if I really, let's say I really relax my stomach, okay? That's it. It's definitely not bulbousy. I've definitely experienced this coming in a lot. It's been thinning in here, And the next thing I want to do is work on definition. I want to work on defining my body, my upper body, and I think I want to do abdominal development on my lower part of my body too. meaning my abdomen, my torso. What I really want is developing my torso. I want to develop. You see people who are cut and the muscle from here just kind of goes down. I'm not looking for the six-pack. If it happens, great. But what I want is the lean, tight, stretched here. Because what I've noticed is with this gut is if I tighten up my gut, there's a little bit of fat on the top above the muscle, which means a lot of the puffiness and the bloatiness and the fatness that I have here is on the inside. And that's what I'm aiming to work on right now, dissolving and burning out that inside. Anyway, that's my little message for the day. You get a little show. I got so much going on. I'm very excited. I'm going to have a lot of fun videos. I'm feeling good, and I feel real good right now. I'm 7 days with no food, just master cleanser. I got some videos on how that's made. When I bombed it in the fall, I tried to do master cleanser, and I kind of bombed out because I was eating in the evenings, and it just didn't work. I need to get off food completely. The first couple days were a little hard, but now I'm feeling great, and I'm going to keep going until I feel it's not working well. So onward and upward, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.